G'day folks, welcome to another PTP Fishing. And the last of the lakes are my urban bass fishery roundup. So I'm at Lake Kurwongbah this morning. Early start, but not early enough. Other people have beaten me on the water, but that's fine. Meant to be storms and everything this afternoon, so I'm just hoping that I have 3 or 4 nice weather hours here on the water. I've got a few objectives to do here, is just to see whether Kurwongbah, like the other lakes, is, well, it hasn't gone into that summer pattern yet. I believe all the other lakes so far that I've fished the fish are still sort of in that winter pattern, and there's the odd one that's gone to the edge. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the fish at Kurwongbah have transitioned more to the edges than those other lakes, but the only way I'll know that is to have a fish. Hope you enjoy the video. Welcome to another PTP Fishing. Lucky last. Oh, there we go. Lucky last cast works. Buried me straight in the weed too. Gosh, come here, buddy. Come out of the weed. Oh, come on, out you come. There he goes. Don't think it's an overly big fish. Oh, come on. So, my first stop. Oh, not a big fish, but we're on the board. Sound too excited for that, don't I? Well, that's not a bad start. He's not a big fish, but one of my objectives today was to have caught in all 4 urban lakes a fish on my $5 bargain bin V-blade from Canberra. And that's success. Most probably 10th cast, I've got that fish. And the thing I love about that hookup is, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's the front hook, well in its mouth, nicely behind the jawline. And that is the beauty of the inline singles that I put on a lot of my lures. So it'd be more than likely an undersized fish, but the fact that I'm on the board after 5 minutes of fishing, I'm pretty happy. Anyway, we'll get the lure out of him, get a tag in him, we'll let him go. Well, that was a little unexpected. 31 centimetres, so it is a legal fish. It's only a small one. Throw him over there. This is just one of my little, well, the spot where I've caught this fish is just one of my little stop on the way up the lake sort of places. I'm not going to go all the way up the lake today because ultimately I believe with the lack of rain that we've had, these fish are only just starting to transition, so therefore I don't think they've pushed all the way up the lake. So I'm going to try and stay in this bottom quarter, see if I can find some fish here. What I've realised already is from when I was here last, the weed has grown quite a bit, so I'm really going to have to be quite particular in where I'm casting so that I'm fishing over the top of this weed rather than directly into it. So, because I think the fish will be sitting in that weed or in amongst the weed, and as long as I can find some channels and some pathways through it, I'll get some fish. Anyway, I'm not going to catch any if I'm talking to you. Let's go and see if I can find a couple more. So what I was trying to explain to you there, it's a fairly simple method. If you can see the sounder there, I've come off the main thick weed that was sitting over there. I'm now sitting in the area where there is obviously weed on the bottom. And what I'm hoping is that the fish are sitting in that weed, and then I'm just throwing my lure or rolling it over the top of it. So every now and again I'm feeling it tap the weed, which kind of tells me I'm in the right zone. If I'm hitting the weed the entire time, then I know that I've gone too close to the weed edge. So yeah, I've had some success early, which is always nice. The key is just finding whether this pattern is going to hold up all day or all morning. And it's just a matter of, yeah, I'm just going to go to various spots that I know that have this sort of weed edge where it's a bit more tapered and see if the fish are there. One thing I have to be mindful of today is that I don't get hung up on one spot. I really need to fish lots of different locations. And eventually I'll get a feel for where the fish might be hanging out. And that could well be, if you compare it to the other waterways, that could well be still out in the deep water in that deep transition. So just don't want to get caught up in one particular area, thinking there must be fish here when there's every chance that they're not going to be there. I think the fish will tell you if they're there pretty quickly. They will let you know. That is the good part about bass, is they're not shy in telling you where they are. All right. Pretty much got to the destination I wanted to get to now, so can only hope. Yeah, there's can only hope. That's about all I need to say, really, isn't it? Can only hope. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just need him to be a little bit more aggressive than that, and we'll be laughing. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, has he come off? Yes. Gosh. Bugger. So that's 2 bites in quick succession. Two bites in quick succession. Felt like a better bite. I don't think it's a better fish, but it's just whacked it. Oh, wow, that's a small fish. That's not what I want. Come here, buddy. You'll still get a tag, but that's not what I want. I want bigger fish. Oh, there's a little one. Some found fish, just little weeny ones, which I guess they move to the edges first, don't they? So, but yeah, this is not the size of fish that I want. There'd be a time where if you could cast over here, you get a whack every cast. There you go, whack every cast. Again, feels like little fish. Oh, just took off then. Have I finally got something a little better? That is a little better. Not a lot better, but a little better. Wow. Of course, the wind's just swung me around, so you're not going to be able to see that overly well, but here I'm saying that's a better fish. That might be a just legal fish, not a better fish, but what was interesting about that fish was where I caught it. So where I was fishing there is normally just chock-a-block full of weed and unfishable. So interestingly enough, I could certainly get my lure through there, so maybe I found a pattern and I'm definitely silhouetted. There's fish. Just have to find the edge of the weed rather than go through the weed. God, and he's got me in the weed. Oh, come on, bloke. Come out of that. Again, I don't think he's huge, but at the moment I'm happy with the bite. It's been a little slow. Yep, there's another one. Next cast. So pop this in here because we've now found the weed edge they're on. Oh, problem is going to be keeping them out of that weed. Where's my net? Oh. Come here. There we go. That's the first legal one for a while. Well, first legal one since that first fish. See you, buddy. I'm pretty happy with that. So those two fish have come out of that area, and as you can see, I've put my little marker buoy out there. So pretty much that's where I cast from, out towards the middle. And right now I've got weed all the way to the surface below me. It's just starting to thin out a little bit now. So let's see if I can get 3 from 3. Oh, there was the bite. There was the bite. Bugger. Okay, I need to stop myself here. Don't want to drift any further. Well, I got 3 bites and 3 casts. Just didn't get 3 fish and 3 casts. Oh, yep, there you go. 3 and 4. So that's going to be the key at the moment. Oh, he's a little weenie tacker, this guy, but that's going to be the key at the moment is just trying to find where the little concentrations of fish are on the edges, because I don't think they've moved to the edges en masse yet, that's for sure. The beauty of this is once you've sort of found a pattern, it's just a matter of repeating. Found the thicker weed there. Slow myself down. God, I drift quickly. Okay, so the fish were more directly in front here, so let's see if that's still the case. There you go. As quickly as my bite's here, it's most probably gone again. I said I don't think there's massive numbers of fish. I think there's just little groups, and then I think you're going to scare them. As I said before, I'm not really chasing fish this size. I definitely prefer to catch bigger fish, but it's nice to have a play with something for a little while at least. Well, there we go. They've just moved out a little bit further, that's all. But yeah, small fish. I think almost probably this will be the last one. We're going to try and find bigger, I think, because it's the perfect release, because that was tiny. That was by far the smallest fish I've caught today. There's a better one, maybe. Certainly a better bite. Oh, come on, come out of that weed. Oh, feels slightly better. I've said that before today though, like, it's not giving me a look at him. Mate, come here, show me. Yeah, that's definitely fish of the day. Easily fish of the day, and it's not a big fish either. Pretty scary when that's fish of the day, but it's also going to be the last fish for this video. Even though I'm tucked away in a little corner where I'm sitting here, unfortunately I just had a water scare come way too close to me, so I don't feel comfortable if he's prepared to do that. So this is going to be the last fish of this video. You can most probably hear the idiot in the background. So last fish for this video. What's my take on today is I think the fish are definitely slowly transitioning to the edges. With this amount of small fish on the edges, it's only a matter of time before the big fish get there as well. I think that will mean that the fishing is only going to improve. You know, and when you start catching 40s that are doing this rather than 30s, then you're going to have a much better day. Anyway, I always enjoy Lake Kurwongbah. I always enjoy what it has to offer. Unfortunately today the water scares have spoilt my fun, but that's okay. Hope you've enjoyed this group of videos. So the inaugural Lake Manchester, North Pine Dam, or Lake Sampson Vale and Kurwongbah. There is no question that the fish are slowly but surely coming to the edges. It's only a matter of time, and then the fishing is just going to get better and better. See ya. Cast at a different angle. Seen too many fish on the sounder. Unfortunately, I've caught a little one. Plagued by little fish today. But I'm catching fish, which is half the battle, isn't it? They did get bigger. It's a much nicer fish. Mid to high 30s. As you can see with the waves coming through, the scares are still coming too close. And there's fish of the day. No footage of it, as you can see, no camera on the top of my head. But I'd say that's a 40, if not a little bit more. There's another good one. Almost want to say thank you to the water skis for chasing me out of the where I was fishing. Found some bigger fish. Not as many fish, but bigger fish.